Tokenism flashed as transformational is what the BCCI's announcement of pay equity amongst its male and female players actually is. In fact, if the messaging wasn't so targeted at being a complete eyewash, one may even have celebrated the board's decision. In a tweet on social media, Board Secretary Jai Shah announced the match fee for both men and women cricketers will be same as we move into an era of gender equality. It may sound like a big leap in the right direction when in reality it's just baby steps. Yes, let me get to the actual point now. The BCCI's international contracted male and female players make money from the board in three parts. There is the central contracts, there is the match fee that's now been changed, and then there is of course a share of the annual revenue. Of course, as we know, only one has been changed so far, and of course credit where credit is due. Now the international women's cricket team will make rupees 15 lakh for every test match they play, rupees 6 lakh for every ODI, and rupees 3 lakh for every T20 international, same as the men. Now let's just ignore for a minute that the BCCI has actually not had the Indian women's cricket team play a test match in the last 1 year. So there's actually no way of earning that 15 lakh rupee a test if you're not being made to play a test match. Is that in fact the Indian women's cricket team has played only 2 test matches in the last 8 years. Digest that. And well, what about the other 2 sources of income from the board? Well, they're both of course unchanged. The biggest source of income for an international cricketer from the BCCI is their central contract. You're contracted to the board, so they put you on a retainer. If you're injured on their time, you still and can't avail the match fee, you still have the contract to pull a salary in through. If you're playing in IPL and don't have a match fee to avail, you still have a central contract which gets you a salary every year, right? How much is that? Well, that is the clincher. The highest category in the women's contracts earns half of what the lowest category in the men's contracts earn. It's almost comical, isn't it? Harmanpreet Kaur brings home rupees 50 lakh a year from her central contract, while according to the current contracts, a certain male player who's played just 4 matches this year takes home rupees 1 crore. Harmanpreet Kaur, the captain of the Indian women's cricket team, earns rupees 50 lakh a year, and in comparison, Rohit Sharma, the captain of the men's cricket team, earns rupees 7 crore a year. Does that now sound like pay equity to you? Of course, now let's just move to the third component of the BCCI's salaries for international cricketers, and that is the share of the board's annual revenue, of which there is a lot, according to Arun Dhumal, who was the BCCI's treasurer from 2019 till last month. Rupees 9,629 crore is what the BCCI currently has in their coffers right now. So imagine the money that could be paid to their international cricketers if they just so wanted to, right? Well, now every year, a share of the board's annual revenue is also handed to the players. Makes sense, right? 26% is the amount, the portion that's been earmarked. 13% goes to international male cricketers. 10.3% goes to domestic male cricketers, and then 2.7% is divided between junior cricketers and India's international women's cricket team. Now, does that sound like pay equity to you? So, well, the next time you read Sachin Tendulkar or Shah Rukh Khan telling you about how BCCI's big move has paved the way, also remember that BCCI is not even the first cricket board to announce equity in match fee. New Zealand Cricket Board already did it earlier this summer. A cricket board that actually had to cut jobs during COVID because they were almost out of funds has beaten the richest cricket board in making a landmark announcement as this. And also remember that New Zealand Cricket Board did it for the entire cricket ecosystem. So the move wasn't only announced for the match fee equity, wasn't announced only for the international male and female cricketers. The move also means domestic female cricketers will be earning as much match fee as their male counterparts. That is how you pave the way. And also remember the magical number of rupees 9,629 crore. This is the richest and the most powerful cricket body in the world. And if more change has to come, it has to start here.